Welcome back to the video, gentlemen. Another one today. I'm gonna do the rekindling respect and intimacy in your relationship or in your marriage. I've done before, but it was a bit of a poor quality audio, and video I don't think was too well. So I'm gonna do it again now. So this is a part 2 or a remake. Okay. Let's get up into it. So last time I did talk about it already. I don't know if you guys saw it. Essentially, like how if you are in a long-term relationship or a marriage, or you're married, and you don't have respect, you don't have that intimacy anymore, or that talking like you used to. Well, how could you fix it? How could we fix that issue? Is in the relationship, and you don't fix a disconnected relationship by talking more or doing more chores per se. You fix it by being a better leader or leading better, right? Which I have been doing on my side. So I'm becoming a better leader. So I just want to write this down. Before I forget. Another thing that I've got to work on here that just popped up. Okay. So how do you know if you've lost respect? Well, technically you will know by yourself, but things you can check, like, does it feel like she's lost respect for you? Does she pull away? Is she checking out emotionally? Like, can you feel like there's no more emotional connection that you used to have, right? And so what is the real problem? I want to check out what is the real problem of going on, because it's not about what she's doing, it's about what you've not been doing, or what you've stopped being or doing per se, or being. Because men who lose themselves trying to make the marriage work, and we know that, well, we should know that kills the attraction, right? When you're bending over backwards for her, when you keep trying to placate, when you keep trying to people please, or things like that, that kills the attraction you get in relationships. So that's a no-no. That will immediately kill all attraction. Yeah, yeah, and that's just hands down what happens. Intimacy dies when leadership dies, right? So that's quite a nice sentence there. Intimacy dies when leadership dies. What does that mean? Well, if you can't, because women will test you, right? They'll test you constantly every day. They always test you, and if you can't pick up the leadership role, that intimacy drops constantly. So I'm trying to think. Richard Cooper calls it, if I remember, I heard it from him. Death by 1,000 concessions. Yeah, death by 1,000 concessions, which essentially, over the time of your relationship, from being the guy that she was attracted to, you give in so much and you placate so much over 1,000 times that eventually you get to the point of she's no longer attracted to you. She despises you. She has no interest in you. You can't lead. You've become a bumbling idiot, should I say. In my case, I became a bumbling idiot. Part 2. Let's go into the next one. So why does respect come before intimacy? Which is a quite interesting thing to look at. Why does respect come before intimacy? So, a woman cannot feel safe, right? She cannot feel secure. She cannot feel protected when emotionally, like she cannot open up and emotionally or physically, yeah, if the man doesn't have her respect, right? If she can't respect the guy, why would she then open up about these things? Open or be fully opening, be fully in the feminine? She wouldn't, right? And on top of that, nice guy behavior, just the people pleasing, the fear of conflict, the withdrawal, passive withdrawal, the covert contracts, these kill the feminine and masculine dynamics a bit, or the polarity in the relationship. So that whole thing, when she pegs you as, let's say, a nice guy and a nice team. I don't want to say alpha and betas and whatnot, but let's say a nice guy. If she pegs you as a nice guy, she knows, okay, he's easy to deal with. I gotta just do this, then I can control him. Basically, is what she's doesn't, maybe not consciously, but subconsciously. This is what's going on. She knows. She knows she can control you. She knows she can get away with everything, and that will kill intimacy. Which then, well, that will kill respect. Sorry, and that will kill your intimacy. And another thing, respect is not demanded, gentlemen. You can't demand respect, which I've found out. Or yeah, I'm still finding out. You can't command respect. You have to build it. You have to prove that you are worthy of this respect. You are worthy of her submitting to you in the relationship. And I don't mean, people are gonna say like that wrong. Whatever, take it wrong, up to you. If you can't think for yourself of what I meant by that, then this channel's not for you. Right? So, because that's ultimately the goal, is you want to be in a position where she's chosen you as the leader. She's letting you take the lead. It doesn't mean she doesn't say anything, she doesn't have an opinion, she doesn't have a life. Right, anyway. Next. So that was respect comes before intimacy. So we know that, she will not be able to feel safe if there's no respect. And if there's no respect, then there's no intimacy. It's different ways. How do you know if you've lost her respect? Which I would say 99.9% of us would know if we've lost her respect. Okay, so she stops sharing her thoughts or feelings. Okay, she just stops. She stops telling you how she feels. She stops talking to you about what's on her mind. She goes cold. She goes cold. She's sarcastic. She can be indifferent. Another thing you'll notice, which is, I think, from my point of view, I'm gonna get put in a personal experience here. My point of view, being in Thailand, having a Thai wife, and having friends that have Thai wives, they start with this. They give you shit tests. Like, they give you shit tests like you can't believe. She tests you more in the beginning. Well, for us, as I said, here, my experience, my wife and all of them, that first year, they test the crap out of you. And if you can pass those shit tests, you are worthy of marrying, should I say. Then everything goes, then smooth sailing from, not smooth sailing, but as much as it can be smooth sailing from there. And so the point is, you get tested. And when you get tested a lot, that means that respect and intimacy is not there so much. And when you crumble and you react, you lose that respect even more. Right? So if you give in, or if you overreact and start exploding, that respect drops. Physical attraction becomes rare or mechanical. So I think your physical attraction becomes rare, as in she will rarely want to engage in any sexual or any spontaneous play or anything like that, any kind of thing that would build affection, right? And mechanical isn't, she'll only do the motions. If you have sex, It'll only be missionary style, and it'll be very much boring, and she's not into it, and it's like, are you done yet, kind of thing, something like that. Or if it's, you know, a kiss or a hand, holding hands, it's a very just to do it just to do it, not because she wants to, in a sense. So how do we? I got running out of time, but anyway, okay. I'm gonna speed run this one. How rebuilding respect and intimacy, right? So we know in the previous one I said there's 5 core shifts. 5 core shifts to rebuilding respect, rebuilding that intimacy in the relationship. How? First one. This one is also quite big. All of these are quite big, but this one's quite cool. Stop seeking, well, I say cool, but difficult. Stop seeking emotional reassurance. This, I find I catch myself with this one a lot, right? I have to like, whoa, what you doing? What you doing? Right? Stop seeking emotional reassurance. Lead emotionally, right? And what I mean like that, instead of being clingy, instead of asking, is this okay? Like this, but just do it. Do it and accept the consequences. If it's wrong, it's wrong. If it's correct, it's correct. Great. You can course correct on that as you go along, right? But stop seeking emotional research. Just take the leadership. Just do it. And if you make a choice and you've decided, okay, like you went to the shop and she said, get this for me, and you went there and it's like, okay, well, they didn't have this, I got this. And then it's like, well, that's not what I wanted. She said, well, that's what I got. Done. Don't, you know, oh yeah. No, I'm talking to myself here because I'm like that. I do moan about it. But anyway, set your own direction again. This one I'm doing now, and I'm finding it quite cool. Quite, how would you say, quite fun in the sense of I'm doing my own thing again. I'm doing things, you know, I have a purpose. I am on my own mission. I am going my own direction, and I have my morning routine that I don't skip. I wake up, exercise. My wife is now starting to do her exercises. Our relationship has more freedom in it, right? Because I'm on my own purpose. She's allowing, well, not allowing, she's stepping in behind. She's, you know, following my path. Take ownership without self-blame. As I said before on the first one, on step 1, you know, or shift number 1. Take ownership without self-blame. If you get something and it's wrong, or you made a choice and it's wrong, take self-ownership. Okay, that was not a good choice. No worries. Next time, make the better choice. Make the correct choice. Don't stand, you stupid idiot. Why did you do that? No, cut that out. Cut that out now. Get rid of that. Take ownership without self-blame. Now, step number 4. This is also tied into step number 2. Set up your own direction. Be the thermostat. What the hell is a thermostat? Not the thermometer, right? So, in other words, what do I mean by that? Don't be the thermostat. As in, stillness and grounded energy are, or yeah, will reattract energy, right? Trust. If you can be still without exploding back, grounded in yourself, okay with this, not letting your nervous system run over you and attacking back when something gets close to a touchy point with you, or she gets angry and you explode back. No, stop. Just stillness, quietness, stillness, and grounded energy. It's like, okay, I'm fine in myself. I'm confident in myself. She's upset. That's her problem. Let's see what's going on. Don't overreact. She will be able to start opening up emotionally again. She'll be able to trust that you will take the lead, that you will not explode back at her when she's gone a bit hectic, when her world's a bit upside down, right? And that will create a nice dynamic again. Core shift number 5. Rekindle the polarity with presence. Okay, what does that mean? So real intimacy starts with emotional safety, as I just said, right? Not tactics, not guides, not bullshit. Real emotional safety, right? She can then go out of her way to do whatever. She can freak out. She can do all sorts of things. Not do all sorts of things, but behave a certain way. In a sense, to a degree, we have boundaries. Remember, we have boundaries. She can't be hitting you. She can't be shouting at you, talking, calling you names. No, but her world can be on fire, and you are the fire hydrant, right? You're just calm, cool. She is safe to go crazy. You've got her. No matter where you catch her, you'll support her, right? In a sense. So I would like to ask, like, would you follow the man you are right now? That's just my final reflections, right? It's like, would you follow the man you are right now? I still am not the man I would follow right now. I'm getting there. I'm building it along the way. I'm improving it. I will get this probably soon. Still a lot of things going on. So like, answer that for yourself. It's a personal question. There is no right and wrong answer. There's no judgment. Just ask yourself genuinely and honestly, and then answer it. Like, would you, if you saw yourself across from you, would you follow that person or would you not? Right? Just ask yourself and find an answer. And then, like, from that, I want to make another little challenge. So, lead from stillness, like, set the tone. Let her feel your calm certainty again, right? Lead. Like, choose to incorporate those 4 or 5 core shifts this week, and then just try to go with that. Put them on the forefront of your mind every morning. Try, lead in that sense, and do it with a calm certainty, in a sense of, if you start trying to lead again and you haven't led for a long time, you're gonna be tested. You're gonna be pushed. She's gonna push it to the boundaries and figure out, like, okay, are you gonna crumble or are you actually serious this time? Are you gonna stick to it or not? She's gonna test you, and you have to stick to it, and you're gonna have to do it, and you're gonna do it from a calm place. I'm not saying you can't always make mistakes, you can't get upset or whatnot, but keep trying to get better every day. 1% every day. That's it. 1% every day. That's all you need to do. Thank you for joining for this video. I hope it was okay. I hope you got some answers that you're looking for. There's links down below to the community and things like that. You can subscribe if you want, if you like this content, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, gentlemen.